Okay, welcome everyone to the Media Center and the Virtual Media Center. For our first press conference of the LPGA Drive-On Championship, I would like to welcome three amazing rookies who are joining the LPGA Tour this year. Starting on my left, Lucy Lee from Redwood Shores, California. She finished third on the Epson Tour money list last year to earn her card, and she has had 14 starts on the LPGA Tour already, with a career best finish of T4 at the Dana Open. In the center, we have Ellinor Sudow from, I'm going to mess this up, Vastapor? Say it. Vasatorp, Sweden. She played collegiate golf at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte and also at the University of Arizona as part of her graduate education. She finished T17 at LPGA Q Series to earn her card and will be starting in her first ever LPGA event this week. And finally, Alexa is from Lake Worth, Florida. She finished T21 at LPGA Q Series last year to earn status and has played in 8 events on the LPGA Tour so far, with the best career finish of a tie for 41st at the 2020 Walmart Northwest Arkansas Championship. Woo! There we go. Got that out of the way. Welcome, ladies. We will start with Lucy here on my left. Just tell us how excited you are to finally have your status and to kick off your LPGA career as an official member this year in Arizona.
Yeah, I'm really stoked to get started. I haven't really played a real tournament in like 5 or 6 months, so I've been ready to get going for a while now, and just super excited for this week and the rest of the season.
Ellinor, same question. First LPG event ever, and of course you've played before with your team at U of A.
Yeah, it's really special to be back here. I finished my collegiate career here, and now I get to start at my first LPGA tournament at the same place, so kind of full circle there, and really love this place. It's really cool. I was super stoked to be here yesterday, just coming down the range for the first time, see all the players and having Nelly behind me and all that cool stuff. So it's really, really fun.
Alexa, same question for you, someone who's played on the LPGA before but is having her first start as a full member.
Yeah, I'm really excited for the opportunity this week, and after missing out on my status through Epson, I really just wanted to get the opportunity and get the starts, and so I'm really looking forward to getting started this week, and yeah, excited to be here.
Mm-hmm. Lucy, as someone who has played so much on the LPGA Tour and Women's Opens and everything, what has that experience taught you and how has that helped you prepare for this moment?
Yeah, I think getting to play a bunch at the end of last year was really good to kind of get some experience going into this year. I know it's a transition from the Epson to the LPGA, so being able to get a couple of good finishes in there was really good for my confidence, and hopefully we can keep that rolling.
Alexa, you as well have played several times on this tour before. What sort of memories do you have on the LPGA, and how have those helped you for having membership?
Yeah, getting all those starts as an amateur, I was really lucky to get as much experience on the tour, even on the Epson tour, as I did, and it was a big decision in me wanting to turn professional in the future, so I'm really thankful for that, and I think having that experience makes me a lot more comfortable here this week and kind of know my way around a little bit more. So I'm, again, really grateful that I had those experiences.
Amazing. Ellinor, as I said, you're playing in your first event. So what are some of the expectations you have for your first LPGA event, and what are the expectations you're setting for yourself?
Well, mainly just learning. I'm here to learn a whole lot and have fun, and also know that I earned my way here and just play my game. It's great to be here and great to have good people around me. Like that's the cool part, to just meet all the people and see how everything works. I wasn't growing up around a golf family. I wasn't watching LPGA or anything, so everything is kind of new to me. Just being on an LPGA site, it's new and it's fun, and the learning experience is the main thing. But also, I'm here to play golf and do my best. So hopefully. All that good stuff with the TV and, it's just, everything is new, so.
Awesome. We have Beth Ann Nichols on the chat or on Zoom here who would like to ask you all a few questions. Beth Ann, go ahead.
Hi, ladies. I know it's been a long wait for this week. Lucy, I wanted to start with you and just ask you what you've been working on during this long break from competition.
Yeah, I mean, I've been practicing a lot, playing a lot of golf, also doing a lot of schoolwork. So it's been really fun being at home, and now I'm really ready to start playing. It was nice to get some rest, but it's good. I think my game's in a good spot.
Where are you in school exactly, and are you still in the midst of taking classes now?
Yeah, so I had a pretty hectic schedule for the off season, but I'm just taking one course right now. Pretty much just started like my junior year in college, so I got a lot of good work done.
Can you remind me what your major is?
Well, I haven't officially declared yet, but I'm going to soon. I'm going to do a double major in data analytics and psychology.
Double major. Goodness gracious, girl. Thank you. That's at Penn, right?
Yeah, UPenn, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then Eleanor, nice to meet you virtually.
Great to meet you too.
I, congratulations. I'm just curious when the LPGA became a realistic dream for you.
I don't know if it's realistic still, but I started dreaming about it in college. I didn't play much competitive golf through high school, and then was very fortunate to get a great offer from UNC Charlotte and playing college golf at all. So that's kind of when I started to like dream about becoming a pro golfer, and the LPGA is obviously the ultimate goal there. But even going into the qualifier, my goal was playing Epsom this year, and here we are on the LPGA Tour. So it's pretty cool to just be here.
And I was nosing around on your website, which is very well done, by the way.
Thank you.
And I thought it was really interesting during the COVID break. You talked about, that intense time of golf at the academy. What part of your game really went to the next level the most in that time frame?
I think it was my irons, my approach game, the wedges mainly, because we started practice so much. We played 6 to 9 hours a day. That was the main thing. We played a lot of golf, shot shaping, and just seeing the game in a new way for me, because before it was more like college golf, perfect golf. And like I didn't see different ball curves, that kind of stuff, and that really helped me getting to that next level, and also like playing with a lot of guys that are not afraid of playing different shots, and just that kind of imagination in a way. That was super fun, and not being afraid. Like if you do a mistake, it's fine. It's just golf, and you can still get an up and down. Like that was just the acceptance of mistakes and the mental part. We had mental sessions every week where we just talked about what we're struggling with on the course, and we were a group where we just talked about it. Coaches were helping each other out. It was a great place for me to be at that point.
Very cool. Thank you. And if I could ask Alexa one question as well too. You've actually been playing leading up into this week. Can you? Does it feel like, given how early you started this journey in the spotlight, even though you're still really young, does it feel like this was a long time coming to be in this chair as an LPGA member?
Yeah, it really does. It kind of feels like I've been working towards this for a really long time. So, been a very long time coming, and yeah, like I said, I'm very excited for the opportunity and excited that the season's finally here. I have been playing a little bit. Getting the opportunity in Saudi Arabia was great. But yeah, to get started here in the States and playing on the LPGA Tour is what I'm mainly excited for.
What are your goals for the season?
I think last year I went into the Epsom Tour with a really open mind and just wanted to learn as much as I could and experience things, and that's kind of the mindset that I'm going into this year with. I mean, obviously I'm here to compete and want to do my best, and I have big goals in that aspect, but still just want to learn something every week and learn about myself more and experience things like I did last year. And yeah, I really enjoyed having that mindset last year, and I'm really happy to take it into this year as well.
I meant to ask, is your dad caddying for you?
Yeah, Dad is still on the bag this week, even with the big bag.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thanks, Beth Ann. I like that question about goals, so I'm going to ask the other two. What's some of your goals for just your first season as a member? Lucy, go ahead.
Yeah, I think kind of similar to what they were saying. My goal is just to learn and honestly just do the best that I can. I kind of have the same mindset. I felt like I had a really good mindset going into last year, and I kind of try to keep that mindset going to this year. Like I know that my game is really good, so as long as I stay patient, that results will take care of themselves. And if I don't play this well this week or the next week or the week after that, I know that it'll eventually come. And it's just like really about staying patient and. Obviously, I want to do well, but I think it's really important to kind of just focus on the process.
Amazing. Ellinor?
Well, like I think we're stupid if we don't say we want to be Rookie of the Year and we don't want to go out and win a tournament. That's why we're here. We're here to compete, and that will be really cool to me. I usually set really lofty goals. I don't know if they're realistic, but that's kind of the dream, and that's what we're aiming for.
I love that. Kent Paisley is also here on the Zoom, and he's got a few questions for you all. Kent, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey Lucy, I want to ask you a similar question Beth Ann asked Alexa. You've also been under the spotlight for a long time. Does it feel strange to finally be an LPGA member now?
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit. I feel like it's been a really long time since I played my first LPGA event. But I'm just super excited. I mean, this has been my goal for such a long time to be finally out here. I'm just, soaking in the moment, and I'm really excited to get going.
How different do you think this start would be without the starts that you had last year getting through with sponsor invites in your local qualifying?
Yeah, definitely. That was, once I had secured my card on Epson, that was kind of what I was looking to, because I know it can be a pretty big, it's a big transition from amateur golf into professional golf, but also from the Epson Tour to the LPGA. And so I just kind of wanted to get a little bit of a head start on that. And so I was very fortunate to be able to get some starts and then had some good finishes and get into more tournaments. But, I think it's been a while since I played my last tournament, so I kind of have to restart again. But getting that confidence, being able to compete in those tournaments was definitely really huge.
Have any of you been involved with any of the Solheim Cup events so far? Like team planning?
No. I mean, not as a professional golfer, I don't think. I mean, me and Lucy competed on the junior Solheim team together, and we won. I think you won twice, but...
Yeah, I played in a bunch of junior Solheims and junior Ryder Cups, but I'm not sure if that's like what you're asking.
Yeah, I don't know either. Not as professionals though yet.
The question could have been clear. Has Stacy been in contact with any of you about this year's Solheim?
Yeah, I've talked to Stacy a little bit, kind of on the outside looking in, but that's definitely a huge goal of mine for this year, if I can, start playing well.
And Alexa, you mentioned that putting less pressure on yourself was a big learning opportunity for you last year. How are you trying to do that on the LPGA now?
Yeah, I think staying focused like week to week and on what I can control, and a little bit of what Lucy said is not being too hard on yourself and being really patient is a big deal out here, and you learn that. And I think my year on Epson really taught me a lot of things on how to handle that. And I'm really grateful for that experience and going to take a lot of what I learned and put it towards this year.
Thank you.
All right. I know you have never played in a team event yet, Ellinor, but you have a lot of great Swedes to look up to on this tour. I'm just wondering your thoughts on having some of your fellow Swedes out here, if you know any of them and how much you look up to them.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was never part of the Swedish golf team, so I was never very good growing up. I started very late, or later than most, so, and I didn't really know anything about golf. It was more other sports, so it was more in college that I started to look up to Linnea Ström, mainly. Linnea Ström in Swedish. And she's here, and she's become a great friend of mine, and it's really nice to have her here with me. And then obviously, or not obviously, but when I came to, when I qualified, a lot of Swedish girls reached out to me. Anna Nordqvist was probably the first one to reach out. that was really cool. And then we had the Olympic camp with the Swedish golf team that I got invited to, and Pernilla came up and gave me a big hug, and Madeline has reached out, and she's my pod leader now, which is pretty neat. So we have a lot of great Swedes to look up to for sure, but I'm the first one that has not been on the Swedish golf team. So I think that reaches a completely new audience actually in Sweden, and I hope to inspire more people that are not as good as those people when they grow up. And then, there's so many different routes to get to the LPGA, and hopefully I can inspire people to do that.
Amazing. Last question for all of you ladies before we get out of here. Our first major of the year is coming up in 4 weeks now. Chevron Championship, moving to a new location in Texas. Just want to know how big of a goal that is for you guys, and what you're sort of looking for in the next few tournaments to achieve that goal. Lucy, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely really excited for that. That's definitely, we have 3 tournaments before then to qualify for it. So, as long as you get a few solid finishes in, probably get in. But I think that's a good goal to have. But it's really important to not try to think about that when we're playing. I think it's good to just treat every tournament as its own. And if the results come, they do. And, I'd love to be able to play in that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. I don't really know how to get into it even, so it's just playing good golf when I can, and we'll see. It will take care of itself. If I'm there, that would be awesome to play the first major of the year. If not, we'll move on from there. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's a long season, and I would really love to play in that first major, but just kind of taking the week-to-week approach, and if it happens, it happens. But yeah, like I said, taking each week on its own.
Amazing. Thank you so much, ladies. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.